So it's been a little bit longer, and we're up to 38% in total. And that's about 3 hours if everything was running. Less than that, closer to like 2.5 hours if everything was running properly. I've been putting in a little bit of research. I'm going to need a lot steel beams and encased industrial beams, because these are used to make pretty much everything from now on a little bit. I don't really need, I'm gonna need these for tier 4 conveyor belts, and I need these for tier 3. I don't know when I'm getting tier 4, but these take these, and yeah, I need to start getting more of those, and I have a decent bit stored. I might have a smart splitter because I have so many industrial pipes, or whatever these are, that I don't really need them that much. Whereas here, you only have a little bit of this, and these aren't, you don't have that much of that either, so I need to work on those. So it's probably going to work on now. Figure out everything else. So now that we're over here, oh, they're actually quite even. I also haven't been using these, whereas I've been using quite a bit of these. So I guess that changes things. Sorry, it's super loud over here. So these go this way. And the way I make encased industrial beams is, so I can get back on the factory. This is just a refresher, or for anyone who hasn't seen the previous videos. I make them over here. This is the limiting factor because I have 3 to 4 boxes of concrete up there. See them just right there. And it's constantly making concrete. It's not overclocked or anything, it's just been sitting there. But I need more steel beams. So, even with these, okay, this one needs more coal. And I have conveyor belt Mark IIIs. So I'm probably gonna revolve this. Probably make a couple more of these to make this. I need a lot more of these, because this is fully over. Oh, it's not fully over. I'll have to change that. And I need to put a lot more Mark III belts everywhere. I need to turn everything to Mark III. I forgot that this is the one that's all the way up here. I don't know if I want to deal with that right now, so probably will just leave that as it is and start upgrading these to Mark IIs and everything else. I didn't realize how big of a project this is, considering everything's built on Mark IIIs. I now need to make, for Mark IIs, I need to make everything Mark III now. So this is going to be a lot of work. And I need to work on jetpack and oil production. Wait, how do I make motors? I need stators for them, right? Stators, rotors. Okay. That's next. I guess let's get that done. You can also tell how much time has passed because of how many versatile frameworks I have been added, considering I don't make many of those. I don't know the exact math, but I feel like it's a number less than 10 per minute, even with 2 of them being made. So, yeah, it's definitely been quite a second. So, if you want to keep track of time, that's a good way to keep track of time. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a lot worse than I was hoping for. So I got distracted. I have no idea what I was meant to be doing, but there are these now. This is pretty much just I shove stuff in here that I don't need anymore. And then it works on both sides. So if I were to take this, throw it over here, it eventually finds its way over here, which is currently those chests were being full of iron and copper ingots for some unknown reason, so these are taking that stuff away. And then eventually they find their way up here from in here. There's that. There's the first set, then here's the rest. And then they end up there. No, it's not a perfect system. No, it doesn't look the greatest, but it gets what needs to be done, kind of, I guess. And now the points are going to jump up because there's quartz crystals and everything else shoved in there as well. I think I meant to save that, whatever it's called. Yeah. So, I removed the one that was over there. Put this one over here instead. And then I'm just going to dump every spare supply I have instead of just, like, you know, using these bins and shoving random crap in here. Instead, I'm gonna throw it in those. Actually take that. And I need to find a place for these as well. So there's these over here are done clearing out. These right here. These are still clearing out. I'm making sure not to clear out this one because this one is very much needed. I'll probably end up turning this right here into another one and have these for other storage, similar to stuff like this. And then just slowly, it'll all just get sent in here. There's not really any good things. This is just a bunch of random crap that I had stored in boxes for some reason. So I know I have a couple of those at the old base that I still need to probably take apart and rebuild, but you know, I guess work is work, progress is progress. Turns out that I did have a bunch of crap just stored from the Fixbus event. Rocket fuel, one of these, just some really random crap, but, you know. I'm not going to get rid of all of this stuff. Some of this stuff I want to keep, so I'll go put it in that bin, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've just been trying to clear out all the bits. There's one right there. What was in there? What's in this one? I don't know, but it's going to get this a second. There's a lot of random versions. A lot of random crates, disassemble crates everywhere. Like some even all the way up there for some reason. No idea why, but it just is up there. Okay, don't need cable. Don't need iron rods. Don't need copper bars. Don't need limestone or this. Or coal. What is this? I need bauxite still, that's for sure. I don't think I've found any of that yet. Don't need any raw quartz. Wait, let me go put bauxite in the man real quick. So I'm sure this is used for something. Or not, I guess. Bauxite, you get to live. That reminds me I should put hard drives. Don't really need those, but what do I need these for? I guess I'll keep 600. The rest can go in there. That doesn't feel right. There's gotta be important. I now see why so many of my why my power says I use so much, or I don't use enough or something. These machines aren't even running. So, or a lot of these aren't, this one still is, but I don't really need these anymore, so, or I don't think I do anyway. Someone will have to correct me on that. I don't know where these plates are going, but this place is chaos. These are the extra versatile frameworks that I still don't know what I'm doing with. This is just a lot of points for the whatever it's called. Any overflow, or that's for overflow. This is also for any. Let's see. Because these two I think I'm going to take to a resource site. Throw one right there. There we go. And then any overflow will head this direction. Not that there will be any overflow for a little while, but then at least they're doing something instead of just sitting there. Which is what I should do with everything, but I feel like, to be completely honest, I should probably tear most of this down. If not all of it, and actually make it look good, because it does not look good. It looks horrendous. And I can't even find where that some of this stuff's going, because there's just random plates. Why am I taking plates over there? You know what? That's a problem for me later. So we're back over here now. While live streaming, I think 2 days ago, or about a day and a half ago. Sorry, it was distracting me. I made this up here. A few of you joined in, and I'm very happy that a few of you guys have joined in. It's a lot of the time it's just me. This does look chaotic, and I realize that, especially with this splitter arrangement and everything, but this is all to make motors. It takes all these, including the stators that we've been making for automated wiring down there, bringing it over here, taking it down here. We're making rotors here, sending the rotors and the stators into this, making motors. The reason for making motors is actually to try and unlock both manufacturers so that we can start making quite a few new things, and to unlock rubber and plastic. Let me quickly run over there and then be right back. This is something else that I did on stream. I found a node of SAM and split it up between all these. For some reason it's not filling the conveyor belt. Not that I really understand why. It's probably because there's not enough. And then I got everything set up to make reanimated SAM. And then I've just been storing the reanimated SAM in this giant storage bins system. Some of these are full, some of these are not. It's hard to tell which ones actually hold things. There's probably 3 of them, 4 of them. I've also unlocked dimensional depots. Not that I have the way to make them, because I need not reanimated SAM. The next, what is it? SAM fluctuators. But for this, I need a manufacturer, which I don't have yet. But I'm making all the things over here needed to make SAM fluctuators. I'm making steel pipes, shoving it in here. No, it's not the most efficient system, but iron is once again the problem. Cool. I guess I'll fix that real quick. Okay, now that's done, we're merging this and this one here. They're both normal nodes with Mark II miners, so making 60 per minute. Why is the textures bugged? Why are they so blurry? What the? Weird. Anyway, I've started just using Mark III belts and Mark III basically everything. And that's probably why I don't ever plan on going here that often, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like as long as it works to some degree. And then this is just taking overflow. So it's filling these up slowly. I don't know how much is actually full. Okay, there's a decent amount. This is going down slowly, so that eventually will need to get fixed. But this is now going up, which is good. Kind of. It's kind of staying around the same. I forgot I only needed one. But yeah, this is making steel pipes, reanimated SAM, and copper wire. I don't really have this running, I just have it full, because copper wire is not really that difficult to make. Plus there's 3 of them, so I'll merge them all into one. And then I'll just be making SAM fluctuators, which will be nice. Now to the next part. I've been setting up these bins here so that I can take things out of it and then just throw this in here. So now I can get a jetpack.
Milestone reached. Fixit has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
So now I'm going to work on this milestone, which I already have all the materials gathered right here, which is ready to get put in. And then after I get this, I'm going to work on automating plastic, and then I'm going to try and get them on the manufacturer, because that's all that I'm missing, is plastic. And then I'll skip back here to Mark IVs, fluid packaging, and petroleum power, which will actually be good to have some backup power, because power source is not doing the greatest with powerful. I am way above capacity, and if I turned on all my machines at once, I wouldn't be able to. So I've made quite a few batteries, more so than I think I've showed in video, so I'll go over there quickly. But yeah, it's taken me about 120 hours just to leave my computer running to reach this, to just be able to charge these fully. So, storing 40,000 megawatt hours, just as a backup. So here are the other batteries that I've been building, just steadily. This is the coal power plant. This is 6 of my battery blueprints. And they've slowly been charging. It's taken them quite a while, but it's just 6. This blueprint it takes quite a bit of resources. The main issue is the copper wire. That is the main problem with these. But they store quite a bit of power each. What do I do to these? Oh. Cool. Well, I can't take them apart. That'll bug me now. Because I'm not taking those apart. I'm not losing that 20,000 megawatts of power, but it's not that much, but that's fine. Yeah. These are the batteries. My game's just been running pretty much for 4 days. Kind of just leaving it running. Not for 4 days straight, but close enough to it that it's kind of absurd that they aren't done yet. And look, oil processing's almost ready to unlock. I just gotta run over there real quick. It's been a little while since I've just shown off the base, because I've been doing this differently and cutting things when cutting out the transportation times because of how long it makes the videos. And it also means I get more stuff done. So like, this is the motors, automated wiring. That's my coal power plant. This is the main base. That's versatile frameworks, that and that. Right there is the reanimated SAM. That is reinforced plates. And then pretty much that's about it. Most stuff's just over here or in small factories near the base. Which I've started lighting things up because I realized how dark it was. And now it makes it look even darker when there aren't lights, but
Milestone reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
My capabilities. Have you seen the underside of my coal generator? There's a reason I don't go down here. And it's because it's such a chaotic mess that it doesn't really function well. Yeah, there's no point in looking at this. It's an abomination. And it's just really bad. These are still, these are Mark IIs, thank goodness. But yeah, even with walkways, this at least I kind of understood what I was doing. But then again, there's also this hideous mess. And the walkways aren't even connected, and there's holes everywhere. Anyway, back to this. It's probably good that they gave me valves. I don't know what to do with them, but I'm gonna do something with them. Well, this takes rubber. Interesting. So that takes plastic. That also takes plastic. What does this take? I could unlock freight trains. I don't think I want to, but because I don't think I could actually make any. But this would be a good way to transport resources. I think this just takes resources I don't yet have, which is upsetting. And I don't know how to... I'd have to experiment with this like creative world somewhere. So yeah, might unlock trains as my next step, considering I've unlocked currently everything I can. Yeah, I'll just set that as a milestone. Interesting. So next is to find crude oil. Well, okay, refinery, oil extra. Okay, this takes motors. Okay, I guess I'll figure that out. No oil? What? Oh my god, that's so far away. That is a very long journey. I didn't. Okay, I did much. Is my audio broken? I think my audio is a bit bugged, and I've noticed a few frame rate issues recently. I don't really understand why, but I feel like I've been building too much. I don't know. Yeah, that'll be it for me right now. I'll definitely come back to playing later. So the batteries are almost done. Or the first ones are anyway. 92%. And I should have the motors made by now to unlock the trains and get the funniest quote from Ada that I've found so far in the game. I do watch other people play the game, mostly for like tutorials. They are in like nuclear age, so I'm not brand new to everything. I have no idea what they were doing at this point in time, but okay, need more of those. Need more of those. Thankfully, those are right over here. Right here. Right over here. Oh, I need a lot more of these. I'm gonna need more pipes too. Okay. Yep, just another stack of pipes should do. Then I'll go grab the motors because they're a decent walk. I actually need more pipes in my inventory anyway. There is just enough motors to do this. I'm just gonna go over here so you can hear it.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo choo mother.
There it is! Oh. I am so happy I was finally able to get that because it's just funny. I don't know. It's just funny. It's just so funny. Just I don't know why, but I don't know. It's time to return Satisfactory. And by that I mean I've been playing for the last 8 days in a row or something. And now it's time to get the oil. Give it a second. There we go. This is where we need to go. Roughly. So, to have enough bio nuggets for the tractor to work, I'm going to disassemble the starting power station because somehow it still has power. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. That was not a good idea, but now all that's running is coal generators. I just need to add another like 30 of them, I guess. Well, I got all the way out here. Something I forgot about liquids is they need copper sheets, and this probably needed motors. And guess what I didn't bring either? Any of either. So yeah, I gotta trek all the way back. Oh, great. Okay. Well, I'll be back, I guess. Well, got all the materials needed. Probably gonna need more of these, to be honest. Have quite a bit of everything, so I should be okay. Wait, quick. I don't have any of those. Shouldn't need this many reinforced plates, considering I use Mark III belts now. I'm not really going to be using belts either, so... I need this. How much is it? It's 5. Okay, so that's 10 of those. Does anything else need them before I go? Because I really don't want to run all the way back. Can't use that yet. That needs rotors. Okay. Probably gonna need more motors, to be honest. I guess I'm gonna go grab some more of those. So got the materials. I found out I forgot that this was a thing, so I shoved all the backups in here. What I meant to do. Oh yeah, I don't need those in my inventory. Things like to disappear when I enter my inventory for some reason. There we go, much better. Now I have more space. So yeah, now just the trip all the way back up there. Why is that green? Oh, I can see the screen moving in the background, that's interesting. Huh, well, I don't know. Going back there, I guess. Well, we're back. You may notice the tractor looks different, and that's because I accidentally drowned it out. I didn't mean to, but, you know, it happened. So yeah, I had to rebuild the tractor. Oh, there can only be one. Just the power lines. So what can I do with this? That needs 30 per minute, so that means I can run 4 off of this. Oh, that needs water. That needs water. I also need... Okay, so I can run 20 per minute. I may just have to clear that one out right there. I don't want to die though, because this is a decent distance from home. I'm gonna save the game real quick and then see if I can fight him. Well, the game's been saved. If I die, there goes that. I'm ignoring you. I need to kill this. Okay, there we go. That's the hardest thing to kill, I think. Oh god. Oh, that thing hurts. Okay, so I was close to dying there. These things are a pest. That wasn't fun. I guess, more oil extraction. So, this is a bit bigger of a project than I expected. So, this is my first time messing with byproducts. I knew this would happen eventually. I just didn't expect it to immediately. Yes, I understand these belts are just different items, but I have smart splitters, so I can fix that. So this uses the crude oil and these, and it makes the heavy oil residue. And then with this, we can either mix it with water to make what we'll need to figure out how to get polymer resin. I don't know how to get this. Oh, I get it from making fuel. Okay, never mind. That makes much more sense. So yeah, I need polymer resin. But since I'm not making fuel, I don't have any. Ooh, I could be making fuel itself. Interesting. So I could be making plastic, rubber, and then fuel with it, but instead I'm making petroleum coke because my power grid is kind of probably not going to love this many machines. Okay. Yep, I didn't realize it was that close, but I guess it gets the point across. Throwing up this many machines is kind of screwing over everything. It almost shut down. And then I'd be using batteries to keep it running. It's a good thing that I have batteries. I only have another 300 megawatts at times, which is not good. How much does one of these take? It says it here. It takes 30 megawatts. Okay, and each one of these takes megawatts, but I'm going to start throwing out some of these. It takes 50 water per minute. What's this? 120 water per minute. What? I'm sorry, does that mean I completely overdid my entire coal power plant? And 120. So I could use one of these to power two of these. And yet I did the opposite at my coal power plant. Well, I guess I've learned something new. I'm pretty much out of concrete. Something else I didn't think about is that these cost reinforced plates, and I hope I have enough reinforced plates. If not, this is going to absolutely suck. And I've gone through half my rotors. I'm happy I brought extra. There's no reinforced plates. Great. And I don't bring screws with me. Huh. Okay then. This just went from unlucky to less than optimal. So I can only make 5. I can run 10. And 10 coal generators running will be amazing for the power generation, because I very much need it. Alright, so a few hours work. I don't remember the last time I checked in, because that was 4 hours ago, probably. 6 hours ago. Yeah. Lots of stuff going on. Why is this yellow? What? Oh, because this is backed up. I forgot about that part. So I do need to go get those reinforced plates. So the reason that's backed up is because byproducts, and that's what I'm using these for. I'm making petroleum coke. And then I'm going to use that to burn over here in these coal power plants, coal generators. So they produce enough to be able to run 3, or run 5 of them. So in total, that means I'll have 10. But considering I am also turning this into petroleum coke, because it's not enough to create fuel, because for that I need 60 per minute, and these each only make 10, and this is the max that I can do. So I could if I wanted to, but it'd be finicky, and I need to have overclock stuff. I don't really want to worry about that right now. So I just built this, so it's still filling up with both crude oil and plastics. And I was making plastic over there, but then, because that's what this bin right here was for. I was making one having, those two are making plastic, these two are making rubber, and then I had a smart splitter right here going into another bin. The problem with that is the amount of refineries. You may notice a difference. There's 2 here, 1 there. This produces double the amount of heavy crude oil, or heavy oil residue, sorry. Whereas those produce 20, these produce 10. And so I just had to set up something else. That node over there is going to be for fuel, so I'll be making the main 3. And then with that petroleum coke, I will be able to make 15 coal power plants, which will be nice, and then maybe a few more with the excess over that way. Only problem is outer reinforced plates. Almost out of these as well. So I'm running out of a lot of supplies. I'm not running out of these, which I find funny. I'm running out of motors a little bit. But most things, I'm still relatively okay. Could use some more cable, but that's not unnecessary. These hooked up to the power grid? Yes, they are. Okay, good. So yeah, we're not as close anymore. We're making a good excess between 500 and 800 megawatts. And then I just need to drive all the way to the space elevator, all the way there in the distance, and then grab some spare concrete, because I've been out of that for a little bit. Grab other things. Could always bring some rubber and plastics for Milestone Mark IV, Logistics Mark IV, and everything. So I'm storing rubber in these 2 bins. I'm storing plastic in these 2 bins. And this was what was already made, and then I'm just backing these up so that the oil has a chance to back up. That's about it. So these are just, I'm just waiting on these to back up, and then I'll start it when everything's running at full capacity. I could probably throw in a pump, but I don't see the need. So there's just little bits that I've been working on here and there, a little bit that I need to work on that's left to work on. It's mainly just little things that I forgot about. So I'm gonna go grab those and then keep working, because this is quite fun. I haven't explored at all, really. I've mainly just stuck to this area right here. I did go up here a little bit to fight things, but I've mainly just stuck to this area. This is a good like 4 hours of work. Roughly. It's about 4 hours of work. So, not bad. I think I'm definitely going to get Logistics Mark IV because those materials I have decent availability to. I can get the next tier of vehicle then, and then I can start using better vehicles with better storage so that I can have more materials over here, which will be great. Maybe set up a truck lane, but I don't know. Welcome back. Where there's all the rubber. For a second there, I thought I lost all the rubber, and I was going to be very sad because my tractor ended up glitching into the ground a little bit, and then the dismantle crate that it held didn't do anything. It didn't appear, so I feel like I lost some resources out of the world, which sucks. But then I just need to grab a little bit more. Cased industrial beams.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency.
Oh,
with
he's
the
using
Mark
cased
IV valves
industrial
and lids,
beams.
the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Well, I plan on using it for my personal use. Oh, I just need some modular frames. That's actually pretty good. And I guess I need to increase my encased industrial beams just a bit. So I don't really make that much. Well, you know what? Now I just gotta take a bunch of these. I still need a lot of those as well. Then I'll be using the truck to get around now instead of the tractor. Wait, what am I researching next? Fluid packaging. That'll be good, actually. Ooh, I could get the manufacturer. That's what I was working on. I'll work on this off camera. And by that I mean I got completely distracted. Sorry, truck. Doesn't really go in reverse well. About the same as the tractor, just with less acceleration. I'm guessing, oh yeah, I would absolutely sit in this.
Milestone reached.
Now we have the
Manufacturers
manufacturer.
can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential
Build
for the
your
development
first
of Phase 3 of
manufacturer.
project assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
This needs plastic and circuit boards. I still don't know how to make circuit boards. Oops. I am going to make some sand fluctuators. Probably. Oh, this needs smart plating and rubber. Well, we know that we need to get rubber over here. So the only way I can think to do it is these guys. Okay, they're actually a lot cheaper than I thought. I'll just, you know, throw some. These things are. Goodness. Oh, and that's right, I have to power them. These only take 50 megawatts. That's not that bad, considering we consume 3,000. Okay, that was confusing. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna set up a train station here, work on some blueprints involving trains, and then, yeah. So, a lot has changed. I've not been including it in the video because the video would be easily twice as long. I haven't looked to see how long it will be yet, but I'm going to be recording or editing it in like half an hour or whenever this is done. So you may see a little bit of belts on your left, and you may hear machines, and there's a lot of concrete here. There's also this. Some quite massive infrastructure. What is that? Okay, the train's driving soon. The train tracks are not the best setup. Those two will be gone by the time it gets here. You know what? I'll just cut to whenever it's ready to leave. I feel like there is some kind of bug going on because I don't understand why that is still there. So you're hitching a ride with us. Also, this train track does go through the ground. I tried my best to limit it, but I was struggling. I just had no idea what I was doing. I did eventually somewhat figure out what I was doing at the second half. But this first half is an absolute mess that I'm going to end up replacing eventually at some point. I'm gonna end up throwing it all in the ocean so that it doesn't clip through the ground. And then this path here used to take, I'd say, 10 minutes by truck and tractor, but now it takes maybe 2. 10 minutes is too long. I'd say closer to like 5 probably. Never timed it, but it felt like a long time. So this isn't the prettiest. It can't load another one on. There's something there already. Game. What? That was something. So yeah, this is where I'm making plastic, fuel, rubber. Are these full again? They are. Oh, and I'm out of canisters. That isn't good, because now that system's going to shut down unless I full pipe network shut it down. How much fuel does one of these create? This creates 40 per minute. How much does this take? 40 per minute. Okay, so if I hadn't done that, it would be working right now. Cool. So yeah, this is what I spent yesterday doing. Just messing around here, getting everything set up, and then today I've been working on trains to get them to work. Pretty much out of this, aren't I? Huh. Yeah, okay. Did it just delete all of the rubber? Maybe it filled the container? I don't like that. I should be using some of this excess plastic, because there is a lot of it, to make more canisters. You know, I might actually put like a spark splitter here and send it over here to make canisters, because there is copper nearby, hopefully. Please. Please. Game. Game. Close enough, I guess. Closer to home base than they are here, but you know. Whatever. But this is probably the last segment of this video, as of how long it is, which I'm guessing is going to be quite a bit long. Quite a long video. And I don't want to make it an hour long with minute or two clips, because that would be a lot. So I do thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all next time.